Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to be giving a quick but concise summary about the book A Leader Who Had No Title by Robin Sharma. Okay, let's dive into the chapter 1 of the book, Leadership and Success Are Your Birthright. In the chapter 1, Blake, who is the protagonist, emphasizes that leadership is meant for everyone, regardless of the family you have been born into. He also pointed out that a lot of people die in mediocrity because they fail to live up to their maximum potential. We also talked about how he struggled to survive and how he struggled with life after he lost his parents. He also highlighted that it's important to set high expectations and have self-awareness in order to achieve greatness in life. Blake went further to express his commitment to share the lessons he learned from profound mentors. The LWT lessons, which stand for Leadership with No Title. He also expressed that leadership is meant for everyone, regardless of your area of influence or field. The chapter 2 of the book, Meeting with a Leadership Mentor, it revolves around Blake and his meeting with his leadership mentor, Tommy. Tommy expresses his desire to mentor and teach Blake that leadership is not confined on positions or title. He talked about the idea of leading by example, and as well, he highlighted that everyone has the potential to influence their environment positively. As he talked further, Tommy shared the philosophy that centered around self-improvement and leading without a title. He assured Dick that leadership is about character, actions, and not formal authority or title. This served as a lot of wake-up calls to Dick, bringing about motivation, hope, and positive realization in his career and real life. Tommy encourages Blake to embrace this leadership philosophy as both means of self-development and contributing positively. In the chapter 3 of the book, The Sad Cost of Mediocrity and the Spectacular Rewards of Leadership Mastery, the opening paragraph talks about Blake's meeting with Tommy. Tommy had asked Blake to give him just a day so he could expose him to all what he needs to change the course of his life. He also told Blake that day he's going to expose him to 4 mentors that will open his eyes to leadership with no title philosophy. As they got to the cemetery, Tommy hammered more on the fact that Blake needs to develop a leadership mindset. In his words, he said, leadership isn't only something to do at work. We need to practice leadership within every area we play. He told Blake to be able to lead himself before he can lead others. As they talked more, Tommy asked Blake to dig into the first grief. The first one had a very vital lesson that could change Blake's view of life. The first grave, as he dig into it, he found a plate with a tag on it, the 10 human regrets. After reading the templates on the slate, Blake was moved and had come to the realization that his life may likely end that way if he doesn't change the course of his life. He then went into the second grave to dig, and he found the second tablet. The second tablet he found in the second grave was made of pure gold, which had a text written on it with the title, The 10 Human Victories. After reading this, Blake realized he can only choose one life out of the both, and then he made a decision to change his life and not to live a mediocre life. And then after conversing a little more with Tommy, they both left and set off to meet the first teacher. The chapter 4 of the book, The First Leadership Conversation. You need no title to be a leader. I'll first start by giving a quote by Albert Einstein in the chapter. Great minds have always encountered opposition from mediocre minds. Tommy took Blake to meet Anne, who taught him the first lesson to lead without a title. Anne was a hotel cleaner, yet she was living comfortably and she sees her job as one of the best in the world. As they talked more, Anne began teaching Blake the essential tips and elements you need to be able to live happily and comfortably in life. She told Blake that she could come up with a whole lot of reasons for not to do her job well, but everyone also have the freedom of choice. As they talked a little bit more further, Anne introduced Blake to 5-letter rules acronym, which is IMAGE. The I stands for innovation, the M stands for mastery, the E stands for authentic, the G stands for guts, the E stands for ethics. I'll just give a brief meaning of each of the word in the acronym in this context. What she told Blake basically about the innovation is to actively chase greatness and excellence and never to leave anything the way he met it. Rather, you should leave them in far more better condition. The mastery. He told Blake to always aspire to be the master at whatever he does. The authentic. He told Blake to always try to stay true to himself, his nature, and his values. The gods. In this particular role, he discussed the importance of having strong conviction when dealing with business, people, and other entities. Ethics. She emphasized the importance of acting according to his own principle, and also the chapter 5 of the book, the second leadership conversation. Turbulent times build great leaders. I'll start by giving a quote in this particular chapter. The more you lean onto your fears and move forward your challenges, the more staggering the reward of to come your way. Tommy took Blake to meet T.Y. Boyd. T.Y. introduced Blake to his own principle, which was titled Turbulent Times Build Great Leaders. T.Y. discussed some more with Blake on the subjects of the conversation on how to strive through tough times to become a great leader. T.Y. told Blake to always be ready and never be scared of anything. All what T.Y. talked about in his principle was about becoming brave, to push through any adversity which may come your way. And then as he discussed further, he introduced Blake to his acronym SPARK. The S stands for speak, the P in the acronym stands for priority, the E stands for adversity breeds opportunity, the R stands for respond versus react, the K stands for kudos for everyone. The speak in this context means speaking out to people anytime you sense something wrong, be it an organization or anywhere you may find yourself. The priority in this context means shifting from a more complex situation to a more simple one. The adversity creates opportunity, that's the A in the acronym. T.Y. taught Blake how to spot opportunity in every situation he may find himself. The R stands for respond versus react. T.Y. taught Blake that it's never advisable for him to add to the problem of his organization, but rather assist in providing solution to the problem. The K, which stands for kudos for everyone. T.Y. basically tells Blake to be a very cheerful person and also live a cheerful life. He should endeavor to be a source of encouragement to others. Okay, now to chapter 6 of the book, the third leadership conversation. The stronger your leadership, the deeper your relationship. I'll start by giving a quote in the book. Make others successful, and they will make you successful. In this particular chapter, Tommy took Blake to meet Jackson. Jackson's lessons to Blake was the deeper relationship, the stronger your relationship. It basically revolved around one connecting with the other. He opened Blake's eyes on the importance of collaborating and working together with others to being successful and profitable in business. As they conversed further, he introduced Blake to his acronym, which is HUMAN. The M here, the H rather stands for helpfulness, the U stands for understanding, the M stands for mingle, the E stands for amuse, the N stands for nurture. The helpfulness there teaches Blake to always be available to help others. The understanding here, Blake opened Blake's eye on the importance of understanding others people's views and perspective when taking a decision. The mingle here, Jackson teaches Blake the importance of relating and also connecting with people as a means of establishing and building a great relationship. The amuse there, Jackson also talks about having a friendly atmosphere so as to make people feel more comfortable and relaxed around you. The nurture there, Jackson advises Blake to always strive to bring value into the lives of other people. In the chapter 7 of the book, the fourth leadership conversation, to be a leader, first become a great person. In this chapter was where Tommy took Blake to get Brisley. Blake at the moment had more zeal and ambition to do more and more in life. Yet did a small recap to freshen Blake's memory up on what T.Y. and Jackson had taught him. And after they conversed a little bit, he introduced him to his own principle, which was to be a great leader, first become a great person. Jet explained to Blake that life is too short to waste on unimportant things. Mostly what Jet emphasized on is the importance of building a great inner lifestyle rather than having and living a terrible external lifestyle. After conversing a little bit more, Jet introduced Blake to his own acronym, which is SHINE. The S stands for See Clearly, the H stands for Health is Wealth, the I stands for Inspiration Matters, the N stands for Neglect Not Your Family, the E stands for Elevate Your Lifestyle. The S there, see clearly in this context, is simply telling Blake to always look out for the bright side of every situation and to always spot opportunities even in hard times. Jet also gives Blake the 7 fundamentals of leadership, and they are learning, affirmation, visualization, journaling, goal settings, exercise, and nutrition. Okay, the H in the shine stands for health is wealth. Jet simply told Blake in summary to prioritize and take care of his health while chasing wealth, or else he would spend all his wealth trying to gain health. The I stands for inspiration matters. In summary, Jet told Blake to always derive inspiration to do things for him to actually be able to inspire others. The N, which stands for neglect not your family. He basically told Blake to always prioritize his family while chasing greatness because he can't fully enjoy wealth without the presence of his family. The E stands for elevate your lifestyle. He basically told Blake to actually get the things he wants from life while also making sure they do not get to him. Okay, now in the last chapter of the book, Tommy passed away a few days after taking Blake to see his fourth leadership mentor. Tommy died as a result of cancer, which he has been struggling with for some time. Anna, T.Y., Jackson, and Jet all attended his funeral. It was so sad and so emotional. So many people who Tommy had inspired also attended to pay their last respect. Before Tommy died, he dropped a letter with Anna to hand over to Blake. With the coincidence of the letter and his death, it was as if Tommy only lived long enough just to inspire Blake. The summary of the letter was Tommy apologizing to Blake for not informing him about his illness, and he had some encouragement for him as well. He encouraged him to keep being a good person and also to keep up with all the leadership with no title lesson he has been taught. Tommy also gave Blake the key to his Porsche as a gift and hopes that Blake would discover the inner leader resting inside of him. Blake was very, very grateful to Tommy and vowed to keep his promise to Tommy, which was to continue to spread the good news and importance of leading without a title.